CarolinaPrepper.com. If you're looking for quality food storage for hiking, fishing, hunting, basic survival needs, or just for everyday use, check out our food storage line at CarolinaPrepper.com. We also carry other fine quality products, such as our can-can concealment holsters for men and women. Keeping your firearm under cover and within reach puts confidence in your hands in any situation. Our products are 100% American-made. Check us out today at CarolinaPrepper.com.
And now, it's time to Stand for Truth with the host of Stand for Truth Radio, Susan Knowles.
Good morning, everyone. I know I'm coming on just about 30 seconds early. Hello, Danielle. How are you? Julia, how is everybody? Good to see you. Hey, Robin, Monica, good morning. One Fred, how are you? Starry, how are you? Catherine, good morning. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. Robin, hello, hello. Watch 16, Lisa, good to see you. Carolina, how are you? Jamie, McCoral, how are you? How is everybody doing this morning? Thank you for coming in, and thank you for sharing this, retweeting this, so we can bring people on in. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Daryl, good to see you. You're okay? Well, let's hope we can get better, okay? God bless the United States of America. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Jen, good to see you. Prepared for the storm, Jamie said. I'm telling you, if you're in Florida, I would be preparing for that storm. It's not looking good. Hey, started on YouTube. Cool. Come on over there. Okay. Yep. Everybody go to YouTube who wants to be on YouTube. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Marianne, good to see you. Thank you for being here. I want to get started with a psalm while everybody's coming in and sharing this, if you will. Hey, Josette, good to see you. Thank you. I also want to have us all pray for Shauna, who it looks like that Shauna is not going to be getting out of the way of the storm. She can't get out. Traffic there is bad. She also... Thank you, Robert, for the flowers. She also has horses that she doesn't have a trailer to get them out. So let's pray for Shauna. And the storm is not looking good. Hey, Nina, good to see you. She can't fly out of there, but she's got horses. And the traffic is so bad around there right now that people are just kind of stuck. So it's not good at all. So let me go ahead and read Psalm 6. Please share and invite people in. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger, nor chasten me in your hot displeasure. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me for my bones are troubled. My soul also is greatly troubled. But you, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver me. O save me for your mercy's sake, for in death there is no remembrance of you. In the grave, who will give you thanks? I am weary with my groaning all night. I make my bed swim. I drench my couch with tears. My eyes waste away because of grief. It grows old because of all my enemies. Depart from me, all you workers of iniquity, for the Lord has heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord has heard my supplication. The Lord will receive my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and greatly troubled. Let them turn back and be ashamed suddenly. That's Psalm 6. And hey, Ron, good to see you. Thank you. I'm glad I make your day. You make my day coming in, so there we are. We're even. Hey, Robin, thank you. And again, pray for Shauna that she's safe and everybody who is in the eye of the storm. Also, please pray. Hey, Marlene, pray for all the Arizona VOP homeless veterans who are on their way across country right now. I think they've made it past Texas somewhere or in Texas. That are on their way to help out with those people who are in the storm. Hey, Lori, good to see you. You accidentally blocked Marco? Oh, no. Well, you can go after and unblock him. It's just easy. Just go unblock. You can go do it now. Go do it and come back in. My prayers with Texas and Florida. Yes, absolutely. Shauna, Coley, and Jerry. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So all of that goes for Shauna, Coley, and Jerry. I think Cully, I'm not exactly sure where Cully is. He seems to be maybe even closer in a worse position. So, a prayer. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for inviting people in and retweeting this. If you would please share this. I want to get people in who are, of like-minded people if we can. He lives right north of Jerry. Okay, gosh. Cully comes into our scopes all the time. He lives in Florida, and Jerry does too. So they're probably preparing right now to do all they can. I saw that one airlines. Oh, you're welcome, Nuala. Is that, are you Laura? I'm not sure what your real name is. You're from Italy? Oh, great, Marco. Well, welcome. I do have some breaking news, and then I want to, okay, great, Laura. Thank you. I want to get back to some other things that have kind of on my heart to talk to you about, but I pray they check in. Barbara, I hope they do. As long as I'm connected with them, I'll let you know. God be with those that are in need, Catherine said. Absolutely. So the breaking news is, and we're not hearing anything about this. Hi, Eddie. Good morning. Thank you so much. Israel last night fired on Syria. They fired on a nuclear weapons factory, the one that, remember, we've been talking about, saying that if, good morning, Pittsburgh, that if Israel got a foothold in Syria, that Israel would attack because they are making nuclear weapons there. And so that's exactly what Israel did last night. They attacked, and it severely damaged and may have rendered it incapable of being used right now. They may have actually destroyed it. Oh, Dixie, hey, good morning from Mississippi. They said nuclear, but I was thinking it was chemical weapons. But I think that Iran is doing both, because Iran is, they're supplying North Korea with the nuclear and hydrogen bombs that they're using. So it's probably both. The UN came out yesterday and said Syria did use sarin gas on their people in April. That was a separate investigation that the UN did. Israel has said all along that Syria used sarin gas. So they said they saw them loading it onto the planes at the time. You're leaving tonight for Greenville. Be safe. Be safe, talk. Agreed. Pray, folks. Yep. Talk about challenging times, but God is indeed faithful. Hey, Gary, good morning. Hey, Mark, good to see you from Tennessee. I hope you stay dry in Tennessee. So Israel also is saying, and this is Amir Safati. How far could Irma get? Well, Irma looks like it's going all the way through Florida at this time and all the way up the coast through North Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina. I don't know how far up. They were saying yesterday not to New York, but I don't know. Israel said they, for whatever reason, their system that Israel has, and their very advanced systems, they are not detecting the aircraft that are coming in there from Israel. So I don't know exactly what that is. Could be the same reason that the ships collided. Maybe they're being scrambled. I don't know. They're saying that Syria and Iran have already said that they are going to retaliate. We could be looking at Ezekiel 38 and 39 and the destruction of Damascus and Isaiah 17. So I don't really know. Great, Barbara. I don't really know what it's going to be. It's a developing situation, but it's the most significant Israeli airstrike in 10 years. And you're not hearing a peep about it in mainstream media. They said they attacked near where Syrian government used the sarin gas. And they said that, Iran is manufacturing there, and that Iran is doing so with Russia's knowledge. So Russia knows about all of this, according to Israel. This is Amir Safadi, and they're not stopping it. There were casualties from that airstrike. I don't know how many. Someone has a newer device blocking. I think so, Barbara. Yep. Prayers for Israel. Yes, absolutely. Because this is looking like where this is located, where the manufacturing plant is located, is near Damascus. This could be what brings Damascus to a ruinous heap. I don't know. Don't know. There's, as everybody says, there's no time set. We don't know when the end times are, when different things are going to happen. So they're just saying this could possibly be that, but who knows? And again, there's going to be a massive retaliation, supposedly. Now, it's coming from an official word from Syria and also from Iran. Hey, Clint, good morning. So pray for Israel. Pray that they go do the right thing and that they are protected. When our soldiers were taken by Iran, we never got their boat back with equipment on it. Been wondering when that would happen. Interesting to see. God be with us all. Absolutely, Dixie. Absolutely. And I know some of you kind of commented. If you're commenting on Facebook, let me make sure I see it. Nothing is coming up yet other than what I've said. Hey, Marianne, good to see you. There's a reason why we aren't hearing about it, Jamie said. Yeah, there's so much going on. I mean, North Korea and Iran are connected. Oh, you froze. Okay. They're connected. So we have to know, that all of this is working together. And all of this, I don't know where this is going to go with North Korea and with Iran. It's not looking good. And if you don't know what Ezekiel 38 and 39 are, please go check that out. Read it. It's interesting. And Isaiah 17, maybe something that you want to look up. And also right now, for I guess a couple of weeks, Iran has had a largest drill in northern Israel. And they basically are doing that. Yeah, and Russia, Catherine. That's right. They are doing those drills, and they've had those drills because I think they probably knew they were going to have to go into Syria. Hey, Chicago Pops. Chicago Pops, you'll want to listen to the replay. Thank you, everybody, for inviting people in and continuing to invite like-minded people in. I really appreciate that. So, let's keep our eyes and ears on Israel. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Hey, Cully, I hope you're safe down there in Florida. We're praying for you, and we're worried about you. Hi, Carolina. Ooh, you're from Carolina. Nice. So, Cully, keep us informed on how you're doing in as much as you can in Florida. Hey, Mark, good to see you. You're welcome. Hopefully, I know that it's supposed to be coming your way, Saturday, Sunday, landfall. So, and I'm guessing you're like everybody else. You're not able to get out right now because of the traffic and no gas and everything else. Hey, Veritas, good to see you. You'll scope the storm. Oh, Cully, just be safe. Good Lord. Please just be safe. Landfall is Sunday morning. Okay. All right. We'll keep an eye on that. That right now, the casualties from Hurricane Irma in the Caribbean are 10 dead so far from that hurricane. I'm hoping that when it comes to Veritas is going to scope too. I hope when it comes to the United States that there won't be any casualties. I really pray that this thing moves quickly and that by the time it reaches us, it's not a Category 5. But it's all what the governor is saying is get out. What the governor is saying is it's going to be bad. What the governor is saying is leave Florida. For right now. Yeah, Mark, I know. Prayers for Florida. Absolutely. So it's Jose is right behind Irma. Jose is looking really bad. Hey, Monique. Tap to invite her to join your video as a guest. Monique, you're watching good. So Katina is behind Jose. I mean, it's just lined up one after the other. Do they know the path yet? Not yet. This all sounds like a world war is coming in Korea and the Middle East. Catherine, it really is working and sounding a lot like that. So, I guess no one is getting their hair done in Florida. Long, tough weekend. I wouldn't think so, Robert. I don't think that would be the priority list there. Also in North Korea, there was an executive order that's coming, supposedly. It was prepared by the Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, and it's going to be sanctioned. They're going to sanction nations who are trading with North Korea. So that's supposedly coming like today. And also, one of the things that is kind of troubling right now in Florida, and why that they're looking at wanting to get everybody else. Yeah, let's go. All drive to see Robert. God's personally going to deal with Kim, and his days are numbered, so the people of North Korea will truly be free. Josette said, "Thank you, Barbara, for the super hearts." There are 2 nuclear plants that are located in Florida. One is called at Turkey Point, and it's in Biscayne Bay, and the other one is St. Lucie. They're watching to make sure that those don't get damaged and they withstand the hurricane. They're saying the one at Turkey Point was damaged by Andrew in 1992. So, and Andrew was pretty bad, and they say this one is worse than Andrew. Don't forget to pray for our president's decision and all Americans. Absolutely, Catherine. Every day. Monique said, I've been praying for Florida and everyone in the path of all 3 hurricanes. Israel is at high risk. God's chosen people. We must pray. Yes, Dixie, absolutely. Israel, I mean, this, if you want to see, what looks like the end times, just look at Israel. Ellie Plunkett said her father-in-law is stuck on 75. I saw the pictures of people leaving, and I'm telling you, they're just barely moving. So, I mean, if you're not out by now, you're going to be stuck in long, long lines. But, let's face it, you have until Friday, Saturday to get out. So if you're in that long line, at least you'll be on the other side, perhaps. Very sad times. We're talking back roads of Atlanta. You're taking the back roads of Atlanta? Wow. Sorry, bad spelling. My keyboard is too small. Hey, Bluegrass, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's really bad. Gas shortage, diesel fuel shortage, everything. Drought is better than flooding. Well, Robert, until the fires start. Yes, I would agree with you. 8-hour drive, probably take 24. Oh, Marlene, that's terrible. Jennifer, hey, good morning. God bless you. Thank you, Bluegrass. God bless you, too. There are a lot of people, as I said, the VOP are headed out there. Thank God that they're headed out to Florida. Hopefully they can help people. Fires in Utah, fires in Montana, fires in Oregon, fires in LA, earthquakes in southeast Idaho. As I said, God said that the believers would be seeing, he would send us signs. We are seeing those signs. No gas, no water. Brother brought gas and diesel to get us up to South Carolina. Oh, Marlene. Jamie says take flashlights, ammo flying off. Flashlights and ammo are flying off the shelf at Walmart near Jamie and South Carolina, I believe. So I'm telling you that people are trying to prepare. People should get out, should not wait to the last minute. But one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about, and it's been on my heart for the last couple of days, I kind of talked to you about these things before, but I really feel like I should be talking to you about them again. I want to talk to the believers right now. Christians, we are in the last days. We are more than ever needing to be able to use the discernment that God gave us, and I'll tell you why. There are many people who are out there who are trying to lead people astray. I don't know if it's intentionally, unintentional, or whatever the reason may be, but people are being led astray. People are being told that they must follow a certain group, have certain loyalties, that the group is the group that you should be in, and meantime, when certain groups, and I'm talking in general now, the groups, by their actions, by their word, by their deed, do not seem to follow God. Please watch what you're doing. Watch who you're following. The one that you should be following is God. If anybody, hey Regla, how are you? If anybody tells you that you must be loyal to anyone, whether it's the President of the United States on down to the guy or the woman who picks up garbage on the street, you need to ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you doing? Who are you following? Follow God. If anybody tells you that you must follow this group, the group that you're in right now, that you must follow me, that you must be loyal to me, run. Run. If anybody tells you anything other than you must follow God, then you are in the wrong place. You need to ask yourself, if you're following people like that, why are you following them? What is it that's missing from your life that you are trying to fill by following people who are not godly? So you need to ask yourself that, and always, always follow God. And look up anything that you need to know, anything that you have questions about, do that research. Do it on your own. And as we get further and further into the very last days, we as Christians are going to be called to be the light and to help those who need discernment and aren't using it, and to bring people to God. So please do that. Please today, if you have any time at all, spend time in the Bible asking God for your direction, for your protection, and for guidance. Jennifer says, I only answer to God, be baptized in Jesus' name. That was me, my husband, and our dog Oliver all at once. Monique, I missed that. I'm so sorry. Hey, Teresa, God and Jesus provide the morals, love, and values that can save the world. Absolutely. I mean, it's getting to be, if anyone tells you every day is a Friday, run. Yeah. Anyone having dreams, God bless everyone. Have to go, okay, LA, you take care. Hey, Teresa. But, just be careful. You're being, kind of led astray. Be careful. God is my refuge, my Savior, my light unto his path. Losing electricity is tough. Be careful. I would pray for all the people who do not have faith as well. Absolutely, Monique. Absolutely. So, thank you for allowing me to say that, indulging me for a few moments. But, we're in serious times. And it's going to get worse. And we as Christians need to be strong now and be the light. And we can't get off that path. Okay, so go back to the news here. We need to give this world back to God. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. There's thank you, Veritas. The encouragement is appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for listening too. I'm trying to do what God is asking me to do. God put that on my heart. I'm sharing it with you. Thank you, Catherine. God bless you as well. And I just think that I'm seeing a lot of stuff. I'm hearing a lot of stuff. I'm hearing different people talk about we can't do things the way we've done them before. We can't be principled. We can't think about morals anymore. And I'm telling you that is not biblical. And the actions are not biblical. And so when I hear something like that, I'm gone. I'm done. And I'm just saying, please, God is, when you have that uneasy feeling, it's because the Holy Spirit is talking to you about that and trying to get your attention. We must all be servant leaders. Absolutely, Bluegrass. Hey, Susan, good morning. Good to see you. Good word, Susan. Thank you, Robin. Preach, Susan, the gift of discernment and the Holy Spirit is indeed important. Absolutely. One day we'll wake up with him in heaven to sing his praise for all eternity. That's so true. We have a lot, our crew in harm's way. My dog just gave you a kiss, Susan. She slobbered the screen. Teresa, I'll take it. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning. Hey, Dixie. So back to the news. There was, I don't know if you read my article this morning. It's about a bipartisan. Yes, I actually broadcast this, but guess what? We'll see you later. You can broadcast it and see it wherever. There was a joint resolution, bipartisan resolution, and this was between the Democrats and the Republicans, of course, and they decided to call everybody a hate group, and in regards to Charlottesville, white supremacists and everybody, they named everyone with the exception of Antifa. So you have to ask yourself, with all the damage and the violence that you've seen from Antifa, why would they leave them out? So if you would, please share that article at SusanKnowles.com if you get a chance to do that. There's a reason, they're using them. They're using Antifa, even though some of them have said that they're bad. They're not coming out. They're not making a resolution and putting their names in there. Oh, absolutely, Dixie. They are not. And someone sent me a an article this morning. I briefly looked at it. There's a group called the Students for Justice at the University of Illinois, and they equate Zionism with white supremacy. So now here's a group that kind of wants to shut down and silence the Jews from talking because if they talk, they will be seen as white supremacists. And the group promotes violence against its political enemies and is vowing to fight and win by any means necessary. So you're going again, we're going to be seeing groups like this in the end times coming up that are going to be coming out against them. Illinois is suing Trump, so sad. California is suing Trump. Probably everybody is going to be suing Trump. Anybody from the Democrat states most likely will be suing Trump. So, get used to it. You're going to see that. There were a lot of people yesterday who didn't like that President Trump kind of went with the 10 to 11 states, Danielle said. They can't sue, it's law, Amanda said. Wasted money, Robert. Absolutely. They don't care about wasting money because, Robert, it's our money, right? They don't care about wasting your money. Hey, Bluegrass, you're back. If they want to fight, send them to North Korea. Yes. Jennifer said with the Antifa, they're paying them to hate. Absolutely. It's our taxes, our money. They don't mind using it. Hey, Katie, good to see you. Trump says, see my lawyer. I've been sued 1 trillion times. Yes, Barbara, he has. Liberals don't care about laws. We're finding that out more and more each day in lawlessness. Whenever President Trump tries to bring back lawfulness, you see the people, the liberal left, the elites, the globalists, who want to do anything but have lawfulness. And yesterday, when he agreed with the Democrats to raise the ceiling, the debt ceiling for 3 months, people were very mad about that. Paul Ryan didn't want him to do it. The Wall Street Journal didn't want him to do it. I was a little bit skeptical, but the fact that those people and the Wall Street Journal were against it, I'm thinking it was probably the right thing to do. Because Paul Ryan hasn't made a right decision in, I don't know, since he's been in Congress. They continually betray this country. They do. I respected POTUS bipartisan move yesterday. Time to hold the rhinos to the flames, Bluegrass said. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this was a way not to shut down the government, not to have that in the way of looking at things. I'm glad he put the screws to Mitch and Ryan. If Ryan is against it, it's all good. I know, Amanda. I respected POTUS. Oh, so we have the little bots again who are repeating everything. I love Jews. I don't understand Jewish don't eat bacon, but don't protesting, burn buildings, and attack people. Well, it's the Muslims who don't eat bacon. I don't know about what the Jews eat or don't eat, but of course they would say the opposite if he hadn't. Exactly, Nina. Whatever he says, it will be the opposite is what they will stand on. Lazy bots. I know, Barbara. Those bots are still views. Oh, okay. Trump made a small move to gain leverage from the left when it comes to tax reform. Yeah, and we'll see how it all works out. The left is still saying we're not going to give you the wall. Practicing Jews don't eat bacon. Okay, he had no choice. Republicans are sitting on their hands, as they always are, unless they want to do something that's against, like a vote, like John McCain did, and then suddenly they're no longer sitting on their hands. They have their thumbs going down, like John McCain did in his melodramatic move. Monique said the enemy is hard at work, Susan. He's so desperate and is using every advocate, every source, and every vulnerable non-believer he can find. The faithful will persevere. We have to, Monique. All rhinos must go, Amanda said. I absolutely agree with that, Amanda. I'm afraid that the GOP will lose the majority. Danielle, I don't know that that's going to happen. I think that some people are really starting to wake up to see what's going on. Trump's been a Democrat most of his life, probably most bipartisan president of our time. Could possibly be Bluegrass. And I know people were saying yesterday, I can't remember who it was, if it was on a Periscope pundit saying it or not, but they were saying that they didn't like the fact that Ivanka was there in the meeting. It's funny because the media didn't even mention that Ivanka was in the meeting. So it's all about putting the people first. The process may not always be easy, Josette said. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Kevin, good to see you. They're obstructing just as bad as Democrats. We will have a new generation GOP in 2018. Let's hope so, Amanda. We need new people. Yeah, I think that Tardsar 04 is a bot. So they just keep saying yes and, repeating things that everybody else is saying. So I'm guessing that that one is a bot. Hey, Gio, how are you? Yeah, I know. Who could not eat bacon? Whoa! Ivanka and her husband are Democrats and want the government to pay for maternity leave. Danielle said, yes, they're obstructing. Oh, gosh, we have another bot. They are losing. Yeah, I think that people, again, they're the parrot bots, yes. They're finding out that, that the Democrats have been lying to us. And if you notice, whenever they get a break, they go right back to the same old thing. They go right back to Charlottesville. They go right back to removing statutes. I saw one being taken down in Dallas somewhere yesterday. The Washington National Cathedral is taking down. They took down the Robert E. Lee and the, I think it was Stonewall Jackson stained glass windows yesterday. So it continues to go back to that. I mean, it's like God showing us the good and showing us how people are compassionate, help each other, stay together, work through serious situations and come through it. And then we have the evil over there that continues to want to separate us. Nope, we are fighting to keep the one in Dallas got to stay. Oh, really? Barbara, they had cranes out there yesterday. Just spent all day watching people jump off the Trump chain. My goodness, wow, really? Trying to erase our history, they are losing, question mark. I'm not sure I can go along with any of the government right now, even Trump. They all do what benefits them. I just can't go along with him doing what liberals want. They always have a motive, Robin said. Robin, I would normally say that's true about you should never go along with liberals, and that's why I was a little skeptical. But knowing that Paul Ryan was against that, and so is the Wall Street Journal, leads me to believe there may be something that I'm missing there and something that I should look at, and maybe it was a good thing. That's the only reason. Took down Lee yesterday. So sad. Wow. He is playing them right into his hands. Barbara said, thank you, Donnie, for the super hearts. I think Trump has something up his sleeve. He typically does, Marianne. I mean, after all, he does know how to negotiate well. I find proof Obama was born in Kenya. Go Google and yeah, that's kind of everybody has been saying that for a while. Nobody knows for sure. Exactly. It's called pivoting. They don't have anything else to draw on, so they have to pivot back and spin the same story over and over until they can conjure up something else. It is maddening, Monique said. Trump was getting $8 billion for Texas. That's right, for Harvey. Yep, he got $8 billion right away. And they could have played around with that. Thank you, Danielle, for the super hearts. If you guys would at this time, if you would please retweet this, I would really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get in more like-minded people who want to be here, who want to discuss with us and learn something. And so if you will, retweet and invite your followers and share this, I would be happy, happy, happy. Hey, Hassan, good to see you. Trump was amazing during Harvey crisis. Yes, he was. Absolutely. Giovanni. And he'll be amazing during Florida. And I guess, you have evil people everywhere. They are going out now on social media and saying that they hope that the Hurricane Irma destroys Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. Are you? Yeah. I don't think so, Danielle, but I try. Hey, James, good to see you. Dems were trying to use that as a pawn. Yeah, Catherine, they were. Heard them saying mean things about Mar-a-Lago. Yep. Trump is trying so hard to get something done for his country, and he drew lines in the sand for the rhinos. He sure did. And, we'll have to see how this works out. Hopefully, it will work out well. Because, again, he does have a lot of things that up his sleeve that we don't know about. Now, he tweeted out Wednesday night, if we want to renew our prosperity, restore opportunity, and reestablish our economic dominance, then we need tax reform that is pro-growth. Yeah, the amount of hate right now is insane, Nina said. And Nina, it goes along with end times and what God told us that we would be seeing. Rhinos will sprout their head during DACA reform. Yeah, the ones that are going, again, sick people wanting destruction, Robin said. I know, Robin, it's evil. We are in a spiritual warfare. We really, really are. And if you can't see that, can't tell it by now, you'll never see it. And I know that you will be able to see it. James, we're on Facebook Live, we're on Periscope, and we're on YouTube all at the same time. That's why I kind of read what people say so that you'll know what everybody else is saying. We're in different places. You can go to the Susan Knowles channel for YouTube if you want to go there, and on Periscope it's at Susan Knowles, and then Facebook Live. So we're in several places. Bannon is going to be giving his first interview. Supposedly, it's going to be on Sunday night on 60 Minutes. He's already taped it, and it's supposed to air on Sunday night, 60 Minutes. That's what they think. Hasn't been officially announced, but that's what the rumors are right now. So that should be interesting to kind of hear what he's going to say. 13 dead now in Puerto Rico, Robert said. Ugh. Bannon, Steve Bannon, Marianne. It will, of course, be edited. Yep. You betcha. And I just fear for those people in Florida. Again, I think the Keys are probably going to be hit the worst, but I'm not sure. I'm back, so in my opinion, America isn't under judgment, but the American system is a Trump system. I think Trump system isn't under judgment. I think Trump was put there by God for whatever reason. YouTube is saying chat is disabled. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. People were chatting, Spencer, but I didn't move a thing, so I don't know why it would be, but it's possible. Yeah, I think proving how corrupt the system is, that's for sure. Yeah, it's funny right now. People are saying on Facebook that they're not allowed to share the broadcast. Hey, Marie. Yes, you're right. President Trump was put in by God. Absolutely. So I don't know why I can't type out the whole message. Did I tell you we're under a spiritual battle? Trump is God's man for this hour. That's right, James. He certainly is. Can't type out the whole... Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get rid of one bot. I can't take these parrot bots. Yeah, exactly. I'm not... Okay, so Robin says she's not having any problems over on YouTube in typing out anything. So, Spencer, I don't know what the problem is over there, but not everybody's having that same problem. The Keys are low. The sea surge will be bad for them. Yeah, and they're saying, Cully, as we talked about yesterday, that Tampa Bay is not prepared for water and winds. So you would probably know more about that than I do. They said that Irma is expected to cause... Let's see, it's funny the free sex bots are not scoping, but state that in the bio. Weird. I never am able to listen to Jay Sekulow on Periscope. Shut it down every single time. That's weird, one Fred. Yeah, Jamie's saying too, like if you need supplies or whatever, you can always go to carolinaprepper.com and get some supplies that way. I mean, it's not too late to order them, have stuff on hand. I mean, you never know when anything's going to happen, whether it's an earthquake, a fire, this or that, One Fred, you can always go to Facebook and watch Jay Sekulow. You can also go to his website at aclj.org. I listen to Jay after Susan is always interrupted. Yeah, Marianne, just go to aclj.org. You won't be able to comment, but you should be able to hear it just fine. Let's see. There was a new survey that was done by the Religion Research Institute. They say that white Christians have shifted from the majority to the minority, and the U.S. population is below 50% now. And they say that it has been transformed by immigration and a growing number of people who reject organized religion. But Christians still remain a large majority in the United States at 70%, with white Christians being at 43%. That's how the survey kind of, you know, stated it. I have one. I've just found it overall the greatest infestation of false prophets. Not surprising. What are you trying to say, James? So that's pretty interesting statistics for whatever they're worth. I thought Christians used to be more than 70%. I thought it was more like 80%. But you hear about too about Christians in other countries, that the number of Christians in other countries are increasing rather than decreasing. So I'm just not sure. Not sure where it is outside the United States. So many fake pastors out there. Nina, I'm telling you, that's why, seriously, you have to have discernment, because there are as many fake pastors out there. They're in every profession. And you have to be careful and watch out for those people. I've listened to you and Bill Cloud on it several times. Oh, One Fred, great. Yeah, One Fred, you listen to God's Views on Political News. If you guys haven't, if you would please share that show. That show is really popular. That's the one I do on Tuesdays with my co-host Bill Cloud. He's a very learned scholar for the Bible. Jay's Facebook stream is always interrupted. I haven't listened to one on Facebook that hasn't been continuous interruption. You can go to, Monique, aclj.org, and you will get his show live. You just can't comment, that's all. But it should be fine, and it shouldn't be interrupted. So it makes me so mad they lie and turn people away from God. I know, Nina. I know. But, I'll tell you what. If you are a pastor and you're doing stuff like that, you are held to an even higher standard than you or I. Because as a pastor, the Bible says if you lead those people astray, for me personally, I would not want to be standing next to them. Send your money to me and you will go to heaven, Wayne said. Oh, Wayne, very funny. Okay, perfect. I'll do that, Monique said. Good. Yep. So, hey, Rob, good morning. God will hold all pastors accountable more so. That's right, Amanda. I know you're joking, Wayne. But again, if you want to send, yesterday I put up on my timeline the group in Arizona where they're going to be. You want to send them donations, gift cards. Also, if you want to go to mercury1.org. Spencer, the chat is not disabled for other people. They're in there chatting right now. You may want to just refresh or go out and come back in. They're chatting, so I don't know what's happening on your side of it. But mercury1.org doesn't take any money out of the money for the donations. Like Red Cross takes about all of it, except maybe 10 or 20%. American Prosperity Gospel is hurting Christianity in the U.S. Yes, I would agree with that. I just hate that they are leading so many astray, Nina said. Yes. It is bad. And, a lot of people follow blindly with pastors. And that's why, again, God gave you discernment. Pastors are human beings. Human beings will sometimes lead you astray and not tell you the truth. Never give to the Red Cross. They are crooked, Marie said. How old are you? Turn to the gospel in hard times of discernment. Absolutely, Nancy. Bible says watch out for false prophets. Correct, Amanda? United Way is crooked too. That's what I've heard, Marie. That has been for a long time back. Hey, JL, how are you? I'm seeing chat is disabled for this live stream in YouTube. It's Spencer, people are chatting in YouTube, so I don't know. And read the Bible for yourself. Yes. If you ask God to help you with the Bible, it will help you understand it better. I read that a large portion, I missed that, went by so fast. Part of Trump's 1 million went to the Red Cross. Hated to see that. Oh, Julie, I hate to see that too. Mercury One does separate fundraising for overhead. Yes. Samaritan's Purse for donating. I don't know how much Samaritan's Purse gives. I am not sure. And Jamie was saying United Way is a scam. The best book to read is called Pagan Christianity by Frank Viola George Barna. I'm the father. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you're drinking or what, but you can go finish up there. That's okay. Red Cross has a lot of pull politically. We need all the support we can get. Salvation Army is a good charity, James said. Yeah, absolutely. He also gave to Samaritan's Purse, and Coley said the United Way is a scam. Yeah, I mean you have to be careful. I have people calling all the time who, with the computer scam. So people do it all. They want to get your money. They want to get your information. So you have to be careful and have to expose them for who they are. The protesters in the march to confront white supremacy were set to conclude their 10-day, 118-mile journey from Charlottesville to Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. So on yesterday, they were supposed to be there. I didn't see anything about it. Do you know? I don't know anything about that, Teresa. I don't know if they're good or bad or anything else. I don't know. If anybody knows anything about Feed the Children, let Teresa know. Salvation Army and local food banks is the only way to go, Jamie said. I'm sick of white supremacy. I know, Danielle. I mean, it's just taking, as I've said before, taking white privilege up a notch. That's all it is. Just another way to keep that argument going. Yeah, I heard the Pope was going to Colombia. That's all I know. I cannot say hi on YouTube because the chat is disabled. Spencer, you need to. It's just you because everybody else is talking. So I don't know if you touched something on your settings. I have no idea. I did a project at Salvation Army headquarters years ago, and their donations went missing right from the office and in the loading dock. Hopefully they're using a more secure method than back in the day, Monique said. United Way gives to Planned Parenthood. Okay, well, that's enough for me. I have the feeling Nancy, I missed that. I'm not sure. I saw that the Pope was going there to talk to them about something, and I really didn't follow it through. Always bad people doing bad things. That's right. You're going to find that in every walk of life, and that's why God gave you discernment. He's meeting with the money cartels. Oh, well, that's good. Are you talking about the American Red Cross? Are they crooked, you say? JL, the American Red Cross takes about 80 to 90% of the money for admin, and they give about 10 to 20% to the donation. It's not streaming on my Facebook, but I can text. The chat is not working on YouTube. Spencer, I don't understand what it is. It may be something on your computer. I don't know. Yeah, that's way too much, JL. That's why people are saying, don't give to them, give to somebody else. Mercury1.org gives 100% to donations. Other people are saying give to the Salvation Army and local food banks. So, it's up to you, but wherever you want your money to go. I prefer mine to go to the donations themselves. And also like giving to the Arizona homeless veterans who are going there and getting the donations to give out for free. Catholic Church owns a ton of real estate in the USA. From what I hear, not broke. Mercury One is Mormon. Well, it's run by Glenn Beck. It's Glenn Beck's deals, but they are not Mormon. But just in from Fox News, Irma is wider than the entire state, expecting major catastrophic damage. That's really bad. We need to really pray for those people. I mean, that is, it sounds like it's going to be worse than Harvey, worse than anything that we've seen. They said if you could get a Category 6, they would do it. Glenn is fake, sold out, Robert said. Wow, that's really bad. Yes, Amanda. We have the Swiss Red Cross and International Red Cross. They can do that here. Has the Pope given any money towards the storms? Not that I've heard, but I have no idea. Now, I'm sure there are Catholic charities, so they're probably involved. I know that in Harvey, they said that all the churches, including the Catholic churches, were open there and helping. I wish Mercury One still let you pick which cause to give to, Lisa said. Glenn Beck has lost it, Danielle said. Yeah, Glenn is kind of the Blaze isn't doing so well, but yeah, research first would be great. Yeah, and again, I don't wish anybody bad will. The guy with the foul mouth, please go somewhere else. Eddie said, my son lives in Vero Beach, So scared for them. Susan, I wish they could get out. I give to Billy Graham organization. Danielle said, that's a good organization. Yep. Of course, God wants us to be prosperous. Why? To bless others, but also souls to balance. Yeah. Jamie said, Beck has gone another direction. That's true. He's out of politics and news for the most part. Well, Glenn Beck is Mormon. I don't know if Mercury One is Mormon. I know Glenn Beck is Mormon, so. Mercury One has done a lot of good. They've helped a lot of people. They've helped veterans. They've helped other people in need. And there are no strings attached. You don't have to be Mormon, and you don't have to give to Mormons to get what they give. Has Catholic Church been any money towards Houston? I think I answered that. They gave money. They opened their doors during that. We learned a ton about how to prep from our Mormon friends. Yeah, they know how to prep. Let me just tell you. They're prepped for about a year down the road there. I quit watching Glenn Beck last October, Robin said. They do survive. I mean, they really take care of each other, their own, and all that. So they, they do know how to prep. We could learn from that, I'm thinking. When we talked a little bit ago about Jose in the Atlantic is now being upgraded to a hurricane. Hurricane Katia is what they're saying. Katia is what I saw. Is off the coast of Mexico with sustained winds of 75 miles per hour. And this was all of Wednesday. So I don't know what that is now. Not good. Against rudeness in a person. Eddie's against rudeness in a person. Yeah, people, not sure why people need to be rude or feel they need to be rude. There's no reason to be rude or be name calling, but people do that. Irma means goddess of war. Oh, great, Danielle. it all just sounds, I mean, in a way we should be excited, right? If this is the end times, if we're getting closer and closer, we should be really excited. We'll be reunited with God. Houston, predominantly black. Is BLM helping them there? I thought not. I haven't heard BLM's name in anything. Mormons are well prepared, prepped for infrastructure failures and food sustainability. Lisa said, absolutely. They really are. I mean, they have their own plants where they manufacture things. I mean, they really do prepare. Yes, Nina. Exciting but hard, I know. Toys R Us filed bankruptcy. So a lot of businesses that I think we're going to find that there's a lot of businesses going to be hard to compete with places like, Amazon and what they're doing. I know, it's sad. But, the brick and mortar type places just aren't doing it anymore. Lots of deception in the Mormon world. Well, I'm not a Mormon. Don't really, know about the Mormon faith. It's not my faith. And, they have to do what they have to do. So, BLM are going to help blacks only. Okay, well, oops. Sorry about that on Facebook. Hope that didn't hurt too much. Every now and then that just falls over. So, sorry about that. My uncle's having to close down his business too. Nina, where's his business, Nina? I know, Coley. Ouch. Those poor people on Facebook Live, they got hurt. Slammed right in the face. Got to get a better setup. I thought you were swatting something. No. I think it's going to fall again. Well, that was first. I know. Auto parts and repair in Santa Cruz? Santa Cruz, California? Wow. I mean, what's in Santa Cruz? Josette said during last year's election, Glenn Beck said a lot of hateful things about the POTUS. Shame, see now that his business is taking a nosedive. The Lord said, touch not my anointed. Josette said. Swatting the trolls, I know. It's like, woo. No, just trying to keep the iPad up for the people in Facebook. Wolves there, too. been in business in his family. But Nina, Santa Cruz, California, or what are we talking about? What's going on there? That is he just you're saying he's closing the doors just because he's going out of business? Okay, I got it now. We were talking about earthquakes and all that other stuff. I was wondering fires and all that. I was wondering if that was connected to the flooding or hurricanes or anything else. Interesting on Facebook. I don't know if you read, but Facebook said that they found about $100,000 in ad spending connected to fake accounts likely run from Russia that aim to stir political controversy in the United States ahead of the presidential election. And so what they did was Facebook supposedly turned over the information to Mueller. Now, it's interesting. I want to know, number one, how did that go on so long and Facebook didn't know anything about it? And number two, when they handed over to Mueller that information, did they hand over the money they made as well? What happened to the $100,000? Let me guess. They kept that. They probably couldn't find that to give to Mueller, right? So they are liberals. That's right. And $100,000 to Zuckerberg is nothing, But they did take the money, and they're just now reporting it. You don't think that they knew about that $100,000 a long time ago? So that that's really interesting. And again, when you're doing something like that and you think it's illegal, then why aren't you sort of handing over the money to or giving money somewhere else? Facebook took money but waited to hand over the info, and who knows the validity. Exactly, Rhonda. They're just adding to that Russian narrative. Again, we got to get the Russian narrative back in. Didn't Facebook refuse to hand over info on the terror couple in San Bernardino? Right. If true, why didn't the previous administration do anything about it? And exactly where's the money? Show me the money. Yep. Why only 100K? Yeah, I know. Cully, I'm sure it wasn't any more than that. Not a dime more. Interesting, huh? They said the majority of the ads ran between June 2015 and May 2017. So there was 2 years, and you didn't know that money was possibly coming from Russia? Yeah, 100K is just not enough. Zuckerberg doesn't like President Trump. Well, that's an understatement, Danielle. He says our analysis suggests these accounts and pages were affiliated with one another and likely operated out of Russia. That was my emphasis. The ads align with a broader strategy to misinform the public through a new category of attack Facebook calls information operations, outlined in a white paper earlier this year. Oh, Wanda said now Facebook is back allowing them to share on Facebook. Catherine said, I don't like Zuckerberg. Interesting stuff. I know, the Russian fairy tales. They just continue. And for all of you who are interested in knowing where Sean Spicer is, he signed on with the Worldwide Speakers Group following his departure from the White House. So he says, we are thrilled to provide Sean for our major trade association, corporate, university, and public lecture series customers around the world. So he's going to be going around the world talking about, I'm not sure. Maybe how, he didn't do the job as well as Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Because I'm telling you, she's doing a much better job than he's doing. So maybe that's what he's going to be talking about. But I wish him well, and I'm sure he'll make good money on doing that. And he's still in the Navy Reserve, and who knows what he's going to do after that. You guys, just want to let you all know that I will be praying for all of you who have loved ones in the path of Irma, Katia, and Jose. I know a few of you have said that you have loved ones down in Florida. Monique said, yeah, we really do need to continue praying and continuously praying. Sarah does rock, Cully. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Sean is fine. Sean wasn't good in that position. I mean, it became obvious because Sarah has gotten so much better than he was in controlling the media and not letting them walk over her. So, thank you, Monique, Catherine says. The whole Silicon Valley does not like the POTUS, but who cares? Yeah, Anne doesn't like the First Lady. Praying for everyone in fires and floods and storms. Peace of the Lord with you. Thank you, Nancy. She's just awesome to watch. All right, you guys. I want to thank you so much for being here today. If you would please retweet this, share this with everybody. Please, if you didn't get the first part, go back and listen to the replay. Let's continue to pray for those in the eye of the storm. Cully, let's keep an eye on Cully, Shauna, Jerry down in Florida as much as we possibly can, and everybody else who's in the eye of the storm. Thank you for being here. God bless you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And take care of yourselves, okay? See you then. God bless everybody on YouTube. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it.